Good evening, Chief Mba. It's nice to see you again. Chief Mba's eyes roved over Nene appraisingly, and he smiled. Good evening, Nene. Your auntie speaks highly of you. Nene nodded, feeling slightly uncomfortable. Once upon a time, in a well-known city called Eden, there was a woman called Auntie Chim. Auntie Chim was a woman of strength and determination. Having moved to the city years ago, she had worked tirelessly to build her restaurant business from the ground up. Chim's Delight, as it was called, had become a popular spot for locals and visitors alike, known for its delicious traditional dishes and vibrant atmosphere. The restaurant was successful, however, did not satisfy Chim's insatiable hunger for more wealth and prestige. Auntie Chim's niece, Nene, had come to live with her after the passing of her parents. Nene was a kind-hearted and hard-working young woman, always ready to help out at the restaurant and take care of her younger cousins. Though Nene enjoyed her life in the city and was grateful for Auntie's support, she often felt the weight of Auntie Chim's expectations. One evening, as the restaurant busy with the dinner crowd, Auntie Chim noticed Chief Mba, one of her wealthiest regular customers, entering the establishment. Chief Mba was known for his substantial influence and affluence. His presence was always met with great respect, and he had a habit for spending lavishly. Auntie Chim's eyes gleamed with opportunity as she watched him settled into his usual corner. As the evening passed, Auntie Chim approached Chief Mba's table with a proud smile. Chief Mba, always a pleasure to see you. I hope you are enjoying your meal. Chief Mba looked up, his eyes twinkling. Ah, Chim, your food never disappoints, oh. It's the best in the city, and you know it. Flattered, Auntie Chim leaned slightly. Thank you. Chief, you know, it's been my dream to expand the restaurant. I have been thinking of opening a second location, perhaps in a more upscale part of the city. Chief Mba nodded thoughtfully. That is a good idea. A woman with your talent deserves to see her business grow. Auntie Chim's mind raced. This was the perfect opportunity to pitch her idea. You know, Chief, I was thinking, if I had a partner with the right resources, we could make this expansion a reality. Someone with your standing in the community could be just the help I need. Chief Mba smiled, ha ha ha, a cunning glance in his eyes. I might be interested, Chim, but what will I gain from it? Auntie Chim hesitated for a moment before speaking. Well, Chief, I have a niece, Nene. She's a beautiful, hardworking young woman. Perhaps, if you were interested in a more personal arrangement, we could find a way to make this mutually beneficial. Chief Mba leaned back in his chair, considering the proposition. Bring Nene to me, Chim. Let's see if she's as wonderful as you say. Nene was in the kitchen, preparing ingredients for the next day's menu, when Auntie Chim called her into the dining area. She wiped her hands on her apron and walked out, curious about the urgency in her auntie's voice. Nene, come here, Auntie Chim beckoned. I want you to meet Chief Mba. Nene approached the table with a polite smile. Good evening, Chief Mba. It's nice to see you again. Chief Mba's eyes roved over Nene appraisingly, and he smiled. Good evening, Nene. Your auntie speaks highly of you. Nene nodded, feeling slightly uncomfortable under his intense gaze. Thank you, Chief. I do my best to help out here. Auntie Chim quickly interjected. Nene, Chief Mba and I have been discussing a potential partnership. He's interested in meeting you more formally. Nene's heart sank. She had heard rumors about Chief Mba's interest in young women and his domineering personality. The idea of a formal meeting with him filled her with great fear. Auntie Chim, I don't understand. Auntie Chim's expressions hardened. Nene, this is an opportunity for our family. Chief Mba is a powerful man. You will meet with him and do as you are told. Nene wanted to protest, but the stern look in her auntie's eyes silenced her. She knew Auntie Chim would not take no for an answer. Reluctantly, she nodded. Yes, Auntie Chim. That night, after the restaurant had closed, Nene slipped out to meet her best friend, Ada. Ada worked at a nearby market and was known for her sharp wit and loyal heart. Nene needed someone to talk to, someone who would understand her plight. They met at their usual spot, a quiet corner of a local park. Ada saw the worry etched on Nene's face and immediately knew something was wrong. Nene, what happened? You looked troubled. Nene sighed heavily and recounted the events of the evening. Can you imagine? Auntie Chims wants me to meet with Chief Mba. She's hoping to arrange a marriage between us so she can secure his help in expanding the restaurant. Ada's eyes widened in shock. But Nene, Chief Mba is so much older than you, and I have heard he's not a kind man. You can't let your auntie force you into this. Nene's voice trembled with emotion. I know, Ada, but what can I do? Auntie Chim is determined and she has always taken care of me. I don't want to disappoint her, but I also don't want to marry Chief Mba. Ada took Nene's hands in hers, her expression fierce. You have to stand up for yourself. Nene, this is your life, not your auntie's. We will figure out a way to get out of this. The next day, Nene could barely focus on her work, dreading the evening when she would have to meet Chief Mba formally. As the sun set, Auntie Chim instructed Nene to dress nicely and prepare for the meeting. Nene felt a knot tighten in her stomach, but complied with her auntie's wishes. When Chief Mba arrived, he was dressed in his finest attire, exuding an air of authority. Auntie Chim greeted him warmly and led him to a private dining area where Nene awaited, her heart pounding in her chest. Nene, please sit with Chief Mba and talk, Auntie Chim instructed before leaving them alone. Chief Mba's eyes never left Nene as she sat down. Nene, your auntie has told me so much about you. I have been looking for a wife, and I believe you would be a perfect match. Nene forced a polite smile, trying to hide her discomfort. Thank you, Chief Mba, but I believe marriage should be based on mutual love and respect. Chief Mba chuckled, waving off her concerns. Love will come with time, my dear. What is important is that this marriage will be beneficial for both our families. Nene swallowed hard, her mind racing for a way to escape this situation. Chief Mba, I appreciate your interest, but I need time to think about it. Chief Mba's expression darkened slightly, but he nodded. Very well then, Nene, take your time. But remember, opportunities like this don't come often. After the meeting, Nene felt even more trapped. She knew Chief Mba would not take no for an answer for long, and Auntie Chim's pressure only added to her stress. She confided in Ada again, hoping for a solution. Ada, I can't marry him, oh, Nene said, tears welling in her eyes. I don't know what to do. Ada hugged her tightly. Don't worry, we will figure out what to do. Nene, we need to find a way to convince your auntie that this marriage is not in your best interest. Maybe if we can show her that there are other ways to expand the restaurant, she will change her mind. Nene nodded, wiping her tears. But how? Auntie Chim is so focused on Chief Mba's wealth and influence. Ada thought for a moment. Okay, wait, maybe we can talk to some of the restaurant's other regulars, people who respect and admire your auntie. If we can get them to support another plan, your auntie might listen. Few days later, Nene and Ada discreetly approached some of the restaurant's loyal customers, explaining the situation and seeking their support. Many of them were sympathetic to Nene's plight and agreed to help. One evening, after the restaurant had closed, Nene gathered a few trusted customers and friends, including Ada, to present their alternative plan to Auntie Chim. They proposed a community investment scheme where loyal customers could invest small amounts in exchange for shares in the new restaurant. This way, the expansion could be funded without needing Chief Mba's money. Auntie Chim listened, her expression skeptical but intrigued. And you think this will work? She said. People are willing to invest their hard-earned money in my business. Mr. Okeke, a long-time customer, spoke up. Chim, we believe in you and your food. We are willing to support you because we know you will succeed. Auntie Chim considered these words, the wheels turning in her mind. The idea of maintaining control over her business while still expanding appealed to her, but she remained cautious. I will think about it, she finally said. Despite the hope brought by the alternative plan, Chief Mba was growing impatient. He visited the restaurant one evening demanding an answer from Auntie Chim and Nene. Nene, have you made your decision? He asked, his tone leaving little room for negotiation. Nene looked at Auntie Chim, who looked torn. Gathering her courage, she faced Chief Mba. Chief Mba, I have thought about it, and I cannot marry you. I am sorry, but I have to follow my heart. Chief Mba's eyes narrowed. Do you realize what you are turning down, this girl? This is a mistake you will regret. Nene stood firm. I'm grateful for your interest, Chief Mba, but I must choose my own path. Auntie Chim, seeing the determination in Nene's eyes and the support of her friends and customers, finally spoke up. Chief Mba, we appreciate your patronage, but we have decided to pursue a different path for our business expansion. Thank you for your understanding. Chief Mba's face hardened, but he saw the further insistence would get him nowhere. With a curt nod, he left the restaurant, leaving Nene and Auntie Chim to breathe a sigh of relief. With Chief Mba out of the picture, Auntie Chim and Nene focused on implementing the community investment plan. The response from their loyal customers was overwhelming. Many people were engaged to invest, excited to be part of the restaurant's growth and success. As the funds began to accumulate, Nene and Auntie Chim worked tirelessly to plan the new restaurant. They found a perfect location in an upscale part of the city and began the process of renovating and preparing for the grand opening. The community's involvement not only provided the necessary financial support, but also created a sense of shared pride and ownership. Auntie Chim's attitude towards Nene began to change. She saw her niece not just as a helping hand, but as a capable and intelligent young woman with her own dreams and aspirations. Their relationships grew stronger, built on mutual respect and understanding. The day of the new restaurant's grand opening finally arrived. The city was filled with excitement, and the restaurant was filled with friends, family, and loyal customers. Nene stood beside Auntie Chim, her heart swelling with pride. They welcomed their guests. Auntie Chim raised a glass to address the crowd. Thank you all for your support and belief in us. This new restaurant is not just a business venture, but an evidence to what we can achieve when we come together as a community. I'm proud of my niece Nene, who showed me the true meaning of following one's heart and dreams. The crowd erupted in cheers, and Nene felt tears of joy in her eyes. She had faced a daunting challenge and emerged stronger with the support of her friends and the love of her community. The new restaurant symbolized not just a business expansion, but a new beginning for both her and her Auntie Chim. As the evening continued, Nene looked around at the smiling faces and realized that she had found her path. It wasn't wealth or prestige that mattered most, but the connection and support of those who cared for her. And in that moment, she knew she was exactly where she was meant to be. As the festivities continued, Auntie Chim found herself reflecting on the events that had led to this moment. Seeing the joy and pride in Nene's eyes filled her with a sense of accomplishment, but it also stirred feeling of regret and remorse. She realized that her single-minded pursuit of wealth and prestige had blinded her to the needs and desire of her own family. Approaching Nene with a mixture of pride and humility, Auntie Chim took her niece's hand. Nene, I owe you an apology, she said. I have been so focused on my own ambitions that I failed to see what truly matters. You have shown me the importance of family and community, and I am grateful for your strength and wisdom. Nene embraced her auntie, tears of joy and forgiveness in her eyes. Auntie Chim, you have always been there for me, even when I doubted you. Let's move forward together as partners and family. While the people celebrated the success of Chim's delight and the newfound bond between Auntie Chim and Nene, Chief Mba, looking so angry and frustrated, his pride wounded and his ego bruised, he vowed to make Nene and Auntie Chim pay for defying him. Gathering his influentials, allies, and resources, Chief Mba devised a plan to sabotage the new restaurant and ruin Auntie Chim's reputation. He spread rumors and lies sowing seeds of doubt and distrust among the people. His goal was to tarnish Chim's Delight's reputation and drive customers away. Despite his efforts, Chief Mba underestimated the strength of the people support for Auntie Chim's and Nene. The people who had invested in the new restaurant rallied together, defending their beloved establishment against Chief Mba's malicious attacks. Their loyalty and solidarity proved to be a formidable force against Chief Mba's schemes. As Chief Mba's campaign of sabotage intensified, Nene found herself facing a new set of challenges. Negativities, reviews, and rumors circulated about Chim's Delight, threatening to undo all the hard work and progress they had made. Despite the setbacks, Nene refused to give up. Drawing on her inner strength and determination, Nene took charge of the situation, implementing strategies to stop Chief Mba's efforts. She reached out to loyal customers and supporters, asking for their help in spreading positive word of mouth and combating the false accusations. Nene also focused on maintaining the quality of the good food and services at Chim's Delight, ensuring that every customer who walked through the door left satisfied and impressed. Her resilience and unwavering commitment to excellence earned her the admiration and respect of both customers and staff. As the battle between Auntie Chim and Chief Mba raged on, Auntie Chim found herself confronting her past mistakes and shortcomings. She realized that her relentless pursuit of wealth had come at a cost, not only to her relationship with Nene, but also to her own sense of integrity and morality. Determined to make amends and redeem herself, Auntie Chim publicly acknowledged her past errors and apologized to the community for any harm she may have caused. She pledged to operate Chim's Delight with honesty, transparency, and a renewed commitment to serve the needs of the community. Her humility and sincerity touched the hearts of those who had once doubted her, earning their forgiveness and trust. With their support and encouragement, Auntie Chim vowed to rebuild Chim's Delight reputation and restore it to its former glory. In the midst of the turmoil and chaos, Nene and Auntie Chim found strength and solace in their bond as family. They stood united against Chief Mba's evil plot, facing each other's challenge with courage and resilience. Through their shared determination and unwavering belief in each other, they overcame every obstacles that stood in their way. As the storm of controversy began to subside, Nene and Auntie Chim realized the power of forgiveness. They forgave themselves for their past mistakes and shortcomings, embracing the lessons they had learned along the way. They also extended forgiveness to Chief Mba, recognizing that holding on to anger and resentment would only weigh them down. With forgiveness came healing and renewal. Nene and Auntie Chim emerged from the ordeal stronger and more united than ever before, ready to face whatever challenges the future might hold. Together, they celebrated their triumph over adversity and looked forward to the bright possibility that lay ahead. With Chief Mba's influence waning and the support of the community stronger than ever, Nene and Auntie Chim embarked on a new chapter in their lives. They continued to expand and innovate at Chim's Delight, introducing new dishes and experiences that delighted customers and kept them coming back for more. Their success attracted attention from other restaurant owners and entrepreneurs who sought to replicate their community-focused model. Nene and Auntie Chim became mentors and role models for aspiring business owners, sharing their knowledges and expertise to help others achieve their dreams. But amidst all the accolades and achievements, Nene and Auntie Chim never forgot the lessons they had learned. They remained humble and grounded, also mindful of the importance of family, community, and integrity in everything they did. As they looked out over the busy city from the windows of Chim's Delight, Nene and Auntie Chim knew that their journey was far from over, but with each passing day, they grew more confident in their ability to navigate whatever challenges lay ahead, knowing that as long as they had each other, they could overcome anything. As the years passed by, and Chim's Delight continued to thrive, becoming a beloved institution in the city and beyond. Nene and Auntie Chim's story became the stuff of legend, inspiring countless others to pursue their dreams with courage and resilience. Nene eventually took over the reins of Chim's Delight, carrying on her auntie's legacy with pride and dedication. Under her leadership, the restaurant continued to flourish, evolving with the times while staying true to its roots. Auntie Chims retired gracefully, content in the knowledge that she had left behind a lasting legacy of love, perseverance, and community spirit. As Auntie Chim stepped back from the day-to-day operations of Chim's Delight, she found joy in spending time with her family and pursuing her passion outside of the restaurant world. She remained an active presence in the community, using her influence and resources to support local charities and initiatives that were close to her heart. Nene, now fully in charge of Chim's Delight, embraced her role with determination. She continued to innovate and expand the restaurant offerings, introducing new flavors and experience that captivated the city's culinary scene. Under her leadership, Chim's Delight reached new heights of success, earning accolades and awards for its excellency. But Nene never forgot the lessons she had learned from Auntie Chim's, always remembering the importance of humility, integrity, and service to others. She made it her mission to honor her auntie's legacy by upholding the values that had guided Chim's Delight from the beginning. Nene later got married to a young-looking man named Ike. Ike was a very supportive husband. Sometimes he helped Nene in the restaurant. Few years later, they were blessed with a beautiful twins. As Nene's children grew older, they became actively involved in the family business, eager to carry on the tradition that Auntie Chim and Nene had established. They brought fresh ideas and perspectives to Chim's Delight, infusing the restaurant with youthful energy and creativity. Together, Nene and her children worked side by side, fostering a sense of love and unity that mirrored the bond between Nene and Auntie Chim. They shared laughter and tears, triumphs and challenges, as they continued to build on the foundation laid by their predecessors. With each passing generation, Chim's Delight grew stronger and more resilient, an evidence to the enduring power of family, community, and tradition. The restaurant remained a cherished gathering place for friends and loved ones, a place where memories were made and shared over steaming bowls of delicious food. As Nene looked back on her journey from the humble beginning of Chim's Delight to the thriving establishment it had become. She felt a sense of gratitude and fulfillment wash over her. She had faced adversity with courage and resilience, never losing sight of the values that mattered most. She thought of Auntie Chim and the role she had played in shaping Nene's life and the lives of so many others. Auntie Chim's legacy lived on in every dish served in Chim's Delight, in every smile exchanged between staff and customers, in every moment of joy and laughter shared within its walls. Nene knew that the circle of life would continue with new challenges and triumphs awaiting the next generation. But as long as Chim's Delight stood as a beacon of hope and inspiration in the heart of the city, Auntie Chim's spirit would live on, guiding and inspiring all who walked through its door. And so the tale of Auntie Chim, Nene, and Chim's Delight became woven into the fabric of the city's history. A story of love, resilience, and the power of community to overcome any obstacle. As long as there were people like Auntie Chim and Nene in the world, the flame of hope would continue to burn bright, lightening the way of generations to come. I hope you enjoyed this story. Thank you so much for watching this story. Please let me know what you think about this in the comment section. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you have not done so. Also, share this story with your friends, loved ones, and family. Until I bring another story your way. Bye.